Beard fans, we are back with some quick updates, a couple of them for you. Firstly, an update on my beard. See, the stupid sideburn thing is gone. This is getting my real one back. No hair tonics for me, just au naturel. Now, we've got two bits of extra information on beard growing. The first is from the iZone Gamer. I think that's the iZone Gamer. Could be the LZone Gamer. Anyway, thanks, mate, for your input. Now, this is a theory. I haven't tested this myself, but it rings true. A friend gamer says that basically an important factor is when you started your playthrough. All right. So if you started it straight away, if you bought the game on whenever it was out, 26 October, whatever that was, and started your playthrough straight away, or any time in the first couple of weeks, now then you might have trouble growing a beard. So if the save you're using started late October, early November last year, that might be why you're having trouble growing the beard. So you might need, if you don't have a save from a playthrough that started later, you might therefore you might need to start a new playthrough. So you might welcome the opportunity to do that anyway. Mine started on November the 12th, if I remember correctly, and I haven't had. It hasn't proved impossible. So you're probably looking at the first couple of weeks. That's worth considering. Haven't tested that myself, but that's a plausible theory, I think. Here's another one from Chris the Player 99. This is really useful information, which apparently comes from Rockstar themselves. And the most important point that Chris makes, a few points that are really useful. Thanks, Chris. But the most important one I want to point out to you is that apparently, according to Rockstar, according to this guy at Rockstar he spoke to, tonics don't stack. You remember I raised this issue in the previous video. Tonics do not stack beyond level 7. So you can double, quadruple, and octuple the rate of growth, the natural rate of growth from levels 1 to 7. But beyond that, you just need the one hair tonic to make it grow further, but it won't speed it up. It won't speed it up. So that means, what are we looking at? 7 to 8? Level 7 to 8, it lists as 16 game days. That's 12.8 hours of real time. Another 16 from 8 to 9. Another 26 days. That's in-game days. 20.8 hours of real time from 9 to 10. So that would make sense to me. That would figure to me. So, because it's certainly not... I was, like I said to you before, I've been stacking 3 tonics, and you would think therefore that would be 3 or 4 days of in-game time, but it's not, according to this guy at Rockstar. That makes sense to me. That to me seems like it could be the hidden factor that I was talking about before. So there's no point taking more than 1 tonic. It's kind of good news for your bank balance, but you won't speed up. You won't speed up the rate of hair growth any more than the basic rate beyond the natural level of 7. So keep at it. The other factors I think still apply. Some people say they don't. I don't know. Certainly with John, they still seem to be a factor involved. So do keep your eye on those other factors. Watch the other videos. But those are 2 interesting pieces of information, and it certainly means that you will require a bit more patience than we thought. So that's when we're talking about level 7 to 10, therefore we're talking 16, 32, 58 in-game days. You're going to need 1 hair tonic. Whether you've got 1 hair tonic or 2 or 3 to apply, it's the same. It's still going to be take you a month of game time. Now, I've also got reports when we're talking about Arthur's hair that people have successfully grown Arthur's hair and beard to level 10 in Chapter 2. So there may have been previously restrictions on early chapters on growing Arthur's hair, but they don't seem to be there anymore. So fire away, feel free on a new playthrough to focus on getting Arthur's hair and beard to level 10 as soon as you can, bearing in mind that you will have to trim them at least when you do the, spoiler alert, the riverboat quest. Alright, that's all I've got for you right now. Hope that's useful. Keep those comments coming in. That's really useful. All the input you can give me. Let me know whether you're playing on PS4 or Xbox, whether it's digital download or whether you've got the hard copy. When you started your playthroughs, how many hair tonics you got stacked. what your average weight is. Don't worry if you disagree with me. That's almost more useful than if it's worked. If it has worked, congratulations. Glad to be of help. Keep those comments coming in, likes and subscribes and so on. Thanks for watching. Catch up with you soon.